Our story today is a surprise story, and it comes to you from a different location. Want to hear the story? Keep watching. As I said, our story is a surprise story. After every story video, I ask you to make a drawing and send it to me. And I use these drawings to make a surprise story every month. This month, I received this lovely picture from Inara Ansari. Inara goes to grade 3 class Gamma in Legacy School in India. I love how she used the spray brush technique to create the stars and the galaxies in the background. And I really love how Twinkle takes the main stage in the foreground of the picture. I think Inara loves Twinkle. I love Twinkle too. And based on what you've shared with me, you, my friends, love Twinkle as well. Well, guess what? Twinkle loves you too. What I really absolutely love about this picture is also the shooting star with the rainbow tail. You can guess why. Thank you, Inara, for this lovely picture. It helped me make up this month's surprise story because I need your drawings to make them up. As you can see in the picture, there are 2 space rocks heading towards planet Earth. I wonder what is going to happen in this month's surprise story. Oh, how terribly exciting! Did you hear that? I heard it too. Oh, it's Myranush. Myranush is the matriarch of our community. Hello, good rainbow. Oh, look at those lovely friends of yours. Hello, darlings. Oh, you know, that picture, yes, Myranush, well, it has a drawing of 2 space rocks heading towards Earth. Yes? Well, I do hope the same thing doesn't happen as it did with dinosaurs like myself so long ago. Well, Myranush, we're just going to have to watch and find out. What do you think? What do you think, friends? Oh, yes, just splendid. Ooh, do you know? Yes, Myranush. I have prepared a delicious cup of tea. You have? Oh, yes. And, yes, Myranush, a slice of delicious chocolate cake baked by good Rainbow's mother. My mother does bake delicious chocolate cake. Indeed she does. And I am going to have my delicious cup of tea and that scrumptious slice of chocolate cake while I listen to your story. Well, I'll plod along and sit right over here with my cup of tea. All right, Myranush. You enjoy your cup of tea and your slice of chocolate while we start our story, our surprise story for this month. The day it rained stones. It was a quiet day in the solar system. The sun was shining as it always did. The planets were going along their orbits and their moons around them. Asteroids in the asteroid belt were doing their thing too. Do you know what the asteroid belt is and where it is in the solar system? In the space between the rocky planets and the gas giants, between Mars and Jupiter, is a ring of rocky debris left over from the time of planetary formation about 4.5 billion years ago. That is the asteroid belt, and it is the home of countless irregularly shaped space rocks of different sizes, all smaller than planets. We call them asteroids. Asteroids, asteroid belt. Makes sense, right? Anyway, asteroids were doing their thing in the asteroid belt. One such asteroid had been knocked out of its home in the ancient past and had been wandering the solar system. It had knocked into other space objects and had gotten smaller and smaller until it was no longer an asteroid. It had become a meteoroid. As I said, it was a quiet day in the solar system until this meteoroid ventured into Earth's backyard. Our planet's gravity trapped it, and now it was headed straight to Earth. It lit up the afternoon sky as it broke apart into many pieces, so many it seemed as if the sky was raining space rocks. They landed with a deafening sound in Jilin, China, in 1976, just 1 year before I was born. Can you do the math and find out how old I am? If you do, write it down in the comments below. How old is Good Rainbow? Today, in the Jiangnan Park Museum in China, there is an exhibit of 138 of these space rocks, these meteorites. 138 of them. All together, they weigh just a little less than 2 adult giraffes, or just a little less than 2 great white sharks. One single piece, one meteorite, the largest of them, weighs just a little less than 2 walruses, or just a little less than 2 baby humpback whales. Remember our story, The Field of the Sky? The very first story at Storytime with Good Rainbow? Well, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch that one too. The link for it is in the description box below. In the story of The Field of the Sky, we learned about all metal meteorites, which fell in Argentina about 5,000 years ago at a site that came to be called Campo del Cielo. Those were all metal meteorites. The meteorites that fell in Jilin, China in 1976 were a different kind of meteorite. They were stony meteorites, which means that they were made of stone. The largest one, the one that weighed just a little less than 2 humpback whales, that meteorite is the largest stony meteorite in the world. Yes, the largest stony meteorite in the world that has ever been found. Want to know what we call a stony meteorite? A chondrite. Go ahead, try it yourself. Chondrite. Specifically, O chondrite. O stands for ordinary chondrite. Ordinary because these type of stony meteorites make up 85% of the meteorites that land on planet Earth. Ordinary chondrite. In fact, there are 27,000 chondrites in meteorite collections around the world. And guess who has one of them? Good Rainbow, of course. Let me show you. This over here is an ordinary chondrite. And it's an all-stone meteorite. It's a stony meteorite. It is quite light. You look at its size, you might think it might be heavier, but it's not. Remember the Campo del Cielo meteorites? Well, I've got another smaller one here, smaller than the one we had in the Field of the Sky story. But this, for its size, is heavier than this stony meteorite for its size. Campo del Cielo, all-metal meteorite. O chondrite meteorite, stony meteorite. This stony meteorite actually is not one from Jilin, China. This one fell in Algeria in the 2000s, but it is the same type of stony meteorite that fell in Jilin, China in 1976. Heavier, lighter. And this was the story, the surprise story for this month. The story, the day it rained stones. Oh, Good Rainbow, that was simply splendid. Thank you, my Nanush. I'm especially glad that our friends didn't end up having the same fate dinosaurs such as myself did a long time ago. You know, don't you, Good Rainbow? What, my Ranush? Well, that the scientists think that it could have very well been the after effects of an asteroid impacting Earth that caused for the death and extinction of my dinosaur friends. Yes, my Ranush. I know. Well, it's all in the past. I did enjoy the story. Happy ending. And that chocolate cake, the slice I ate was simply divine, Good Rainbow. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the chocolate cake. There's plenty left. I shall help myself to some in a little while. Maybe later, or maybe tomorrow. Mustn't have too many slices of chocolate cake, I think. Yes, you're right, my Ranush. Well, thank you for the story, Good Rainbow, and goodbye, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Do remember to make a drawing for Good Rainbow. She needs them to make up these surprise stories. Yes, my Ranush, thank you for reminding our friends. Right. Happy drawing, dearies. Goodbye, Good Rainbow. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, my Ranush. Thank you once again to Inara Ansari for her lovely picture. Thank you for taking the time and for sending it to Good Rainbow. Like I said, I need your drawings to make up a surprise story, and I would love to make up a surprise story every month. If you like the story, Give the video a like and share it with your friends. And if you'd like to explore the story further, I have a free story time with the Good Rainbow exploration guide. The link for it is in the description box below. If you'd like more story time with Good Rainbow, I have links for our previous stories in the description box below. Please go ahead and watch them too. And remember, subscribe to Storytime with Good Rainbow and tap the notification bell so you know the next time there's a new story, which is every Thursday. See you next time for more Storytime with Good Rainbow. Bye!